I'm going to take this C major chord and smash it into every other major chord, and then try to find a way to make all of the resulting chords sound good, in my opinion. That's pretty spicy. In fact, it contains the Carolina Reaper of spicy intervals, the minor ninth. The minor ninth is basically when you take a half step and move the higher note up an octave. Minor ninths tend to make chords sound way more dissonant. There are 3 minor ninths in this chord: C to D flat, E to F, and G to A flat. We can make these way less spicy if we just put the D flat chord on the bottom and the C chord on top instead. If I play a C Phrygian dominant scale over it like this, and then resolve the chord to C major, it sounds really nice. I don't recommend trying to learn all of these scales and chords at once. Instead, just pick 1 or 2 that inspire you and try writing music with them today. Okay, so D flat smashed with C is not actually bad. How about smashing a D major chord into a C major chord? You could play C Lydian all over this, because almost all of the notes of the C Lydian scale are here in these 2 chords combined. Maybe combining E flat and C will be stinky. It's definitely spicy, but it's such a solid voicing for C7 sharp 9 and works great with a C half-whole diminished scale. And it resolves so nicely to a D flat major 7 sharp 11. Alright, how about E major and C major? A chord like that will make you drop your Pepsi at a movie. But is it bad? It has a very stinky minor ninth in between the G and G sharp. So what if we just put the E chord on the bottom and the C chord on top instead? Now, instead of that G going up to G sharp, which is a minor ninth, we have G sharp going up to G, which is a major 7th, a much less spicy interval. And it sounds super cool with the E altered scale, which is the 7th mode of melodic minor, by the way. This chord sounds so nice when it resolves to F major 7 9. Okay, so that one's pretty great. How about if we smash F major into C major? It doesn't sound super inspiring, but it doesn't sound that bad either. There is a minor ninth between the E and the F. What if we put the F chord on the bottom and the C chord on top? That's just F major 7 9. Cool. So we can use the previous chord and this one together, because the previous chord resolved really well to F major 7 9. So this next one has to be stinky, right? It's F sharp major smashed into C major. So we've got a minor ninth between the lowest note, C, and the highest note, C sharp, but still somehow it sounds so spacey and atmospheric. And what if we smush the notes together more? So it's C, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C sharp. That's just a C7, flat 9, sharp 11, and that's a great chord. Remember a few chords ago when we put E flat and C together, how that sounded great with the half-whole diminished scale? Well, this sounds really great with the C half-whole diminished scale too. Therefore, if you include E flat and C smushed together, and F sharp and C smushed together, you can get some nice coherent stuff, and it sounds really great in a film score-y sci-fi context. The next chord is G smashed into C. It just makes a smooth C major 7-9 chord. How about A flat and C? If I play them far apart, there is a minor ninth between the G and A flat, but if I play them close together, the G and A flat are just a half step apart, which sounds better to me. This chord is a perfect candidate for the augmented hexatonic scale, which I explained in a video called Using Weird Scales to Make Pop. We only have 3 chords left. We got A major smashed into C major. The minor ninth between the C and C sharp sounds weird, so let's try putting A on the bottom and C on the top. And there we go. We got a gorgeous A7 sharp 9. Once again, we can use the C half-whole diminished scale over this. And it resolves really nicely to B flat major 7 sharp 11. Two more to go. First, we've got B flat major over C major. This has a minor ninth between E and F, so let's flip it so that B flat is on the bottom and C is on top. That's a B flat Lydian vibe. And finally, we have B major smashed into C major. Which sounds great if you play B Phrygian dominant over it and resolve it to a B major chord. I guess I wasn't able to find a single bad chord in this video, sorry about that, but I'll try again sometime. If you'd like a PDF with all of the different scales and chords I covered in this video, I've got that for free on my Patreon. And also, if you'd like to work on your music with me, head on over to benlevinmusicschool.com where you can sign up for lessons, and I've got courses too. Peace and yeast.